Okay, so yesterday I started talking about this level or layer of guilt, guilt in up leveling. Okay, so this is day 8, I believe, of the 20-day challenge that Spirit has commissioned me to break through some of my own inertia as I level up in a certain area of my life. So coming on live and talking to you and just letting it be whenever, wherever, whatever's striking my fancy to talk about, and just coming on and doing this, it's actually taken a lot. It's taken a lot to move through the resistance and to imagine that I have 20 days of things to say and I have 20 days of keeping your interest. So the the first bit of resistance, right, in coming on and doing this is to say, okay, this is not about how I'm being heard. This is not about how I'm being seen. This is literally just about me breaking through and not needing to be perfect and not needing to, um, not needing to look perfect, not needing to sound perfect, just coming on and doing the thing. So we're 8 days in. So not bad. Yeah. But it has taken a lot just to move through that resistance. And I want to tell you this. I'm telling you this. The whole point of me telling you this is to support you, share with you, support you in moving through some of the resistance that you might be experiencing in your life as well. So, so the yesterday's conversation was about this layer of guilt or level of guilt or guardian of guilt. And they're very tricky, these guardians, as we level up, as we have level up and we move through resistance and we meet our shadow nature and the things that are in our unconsciousness that are resistant to change, resistant to up leveling. So guilt is one of them. And as I was saying in yesterday's conversation, when I was a teenager, I had so much guilt that my life was so easy, that my life was so good. When I looked out on the world and I saw so many people suffering. And through the course of my development, I've been able to say, okay, my suffering doesn't help anyone else's suffering. So the only way for me to help other people's suffering is for me to lift above the suffering, to lift above the struggle, to be the example or to be the resource for others to move through the suffering or the struggle, whatever, right? So we can't help um, our neighbors, our community, the world, if we are vibrating at the same level of struggle or suffering that they are. Okay, so that's one level of this onion that's kind of always sort of creeping up, right? So I managed to move through that for a lot of my life and feel okay about my success, about my expansion, about my wanting greater freedom for my life, wanting a better life for myself than what was seemingly available around me. But so now I'm here, okay, at this next level. I manifested for myself thus far, I have manifested a life of ease, relatively, relatively easy, um, where I have a lot of time to myself for my creative endeavors, and I am doing what I love in my life, which was always the goal. The goal was always to create a life that I love, that of doing what I love in the world. And so that's been created for the most part. Many of you who know me have known me through the process of moving out of Kingston and moving into this beautiful little lake house cabin up here in the Adirondacks. And that was always a dream of mine. So that was this big manifestation that happened from 2021 to 2023. And now it's 2024. I'm up here and I'm ready again for the next leveling up in a different area of my life. And as this deadline approaches that I created for myself, I want to say that as well, because that was another thing that's come up. I created a deadline for myself, and now my mind has been thinking, oh my gosh, I have to do all of this stuff before this deadline. And I am feeling almost paralyzed by the amount of stuff that I need to do, and also by this this sort of brain fog that came on with a cold that I had. It's lasted about 3 weeks. This brain fog and this cold. I'm nearly over it now, but it's still there. Yesterday was particularly hard. So anyways, this deadline is coming up, and I've spent the last 3 weeks with the sickness and a brain fog and difficulty in moving forward. So in this process of unraveling all of the funk of the inertia of moving forward and up leveling, as I'm saying, I find guilt again. I find guilt again. And it's actually thanks to my partner, my beautiful partner, having a conversation. I was telling him just what I was struggling with. And, you know, and he started asking some really nice questions, and it helped me to discover that part of my resistance in leveling up is a sense of guilt, a sense of guilt. So I'm looking around me, and I'm looking at this particular inner circle of my life, of these people that I have known for pretty much my entire life, and all of the struggles that they are experiencing in their life. And here I am, up leveling, up leveling, up leveling, creating more ease, creating more freedom, creating more beauty for myself. And now I want to up level another aspect of my life. While all of these people around me, I'm talking about a specific group of people, and I'm not going to name anybody out here. You get my drift, I'm sure. This circle, this close circle of people, watching them struggle while I'm up leveling, while I'm up leveling, while I'm up leveling. Yet there's nothing that I can do to assist or help them because they are not interested. Yeah. Because they're not interested at all. They're not interested. They're not interested in anything that I'm doing, which is all fine and good. But I am feeling guilty for wanting to up level again whilst watching these people that I care about very, very much struggle in the same patterns of dysfunction that create their life to be difficult for them. So, light workers leveling up. So we find the guilt, we meet the guilt, we say, thank you very much for this information, and I'm going to do it anyway. And we're going to level up anyway. Because again, we cannot help, we cannot influence and assist if we are in the same vibration as the struggle, or as the dysfunction, or as the problem. We can't bring the solution. We can't be the solution. We can't even radiate or transmit the solution or make the solution available through our presence if we are vibrating at the same level of the struggle. So day 8 of this 20-day challenge, talking about one of the guardians at the gateways of our leveling up, which is guilt. And so I invite you to take a look at where you may be experiencing similar level of guilt in regards to your own expansion, where this thread of guilt might be holding you back from taking those next steps of your own self-development, self-expansion, self-growth. Guilt as one of the guardians at the gateway. Who knew? Lightworkers Level Up 5-day free masterclass happening March 12th through the 16th. You'll find the link in the bio or the captions. We'd love to have you come in. We're going to be sampling some of the Awakening Your Lightbody meditations, energies. We're going to be talking about your light body and how to use your light body, your soul, your spiritual connection, your divine gifts to support all of the leveling up in your life and all of the areas of your life that you'd like to focus on. So join us. Welcome. We can't wait for you to be a part of this. And for those Awakening Your Lightbody students that are going to be joining us on March 20th, the group is already starting to gather. We have several students already enrolled, and we're super excited about it. And we're transmitting to you guys every day. And we're transmitting to you guys, all of you guys out there that have not yet signed up, but you're starting to feel the pulse, starting to feel the interest, and you're meant to be in this course this year for your own self-development. We're excited. We're so excited to watch you transform. So any questions, please reach out via email or throw a comment underneath this thread, and we will get back to you. Take care, everybody. Bye.